How's it going, everybody? It's Jake from the Down the Middle podcast here to introduce you to the next episode of Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up. This episode took place during the week of July 16th, so that Monday through Friday, I guess, at the time. This was immediately following the aftermath of that year's TNA pay-per-view Victory Road and leading up to WWE's Great American Bash. A lot happens in this episode. The thing that keeps surprising me is how quickly stuff actually happened when I don't remember it being that fast, but it was. So on top of everything going on in wrestling, which at this time there actually was a lot, in the show, you see my return to the show where I challenged Nick to a hardcore match for the ECW segment. We see an exclusive interview between Hot Stuff Joey Holmes and two-time world champion Batista, which will have implications going forward, and the debut of our first intern, Big Bear Mark Stenson. All this and more in this episode of the Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. I don't know why I said I've been watching too much 90s wrestling. Anyway, enjoy the episode.
Hello. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes. We usually bring you the opening of our program, but tonight's, well, I think it's important for you to see something, because we actually started to film this episode last night, and an extremely strange occurrence occurred. So, we're going to take you to last night, where it was me and Nick doing the Raw opening segment, and we had a special guest. Enjoy. And then she said, it rhymes with Venus. Oh, shit. Hello, Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up fans. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes.
And I'm Nick. BAM! I'm kidding! It's a wig! Shit. Not real hair at all.
It wasn't?
No.
So you got one right there.
I got a couple.
Yeah, you got about 4 or 5. That's not human hair, is it?
Well, it was.
I hope it was just taken from animals, because they deserve to die anyway.
Fucking animals.
That's what I'm thinking.
Always playing drums for Muppets and shit all the damn time.
That's, I know, I guess. And then the show was canceled. It's so stupid.
Oh, Danny was a whore.
Well, Muppet show. It's alright. Look, a lot happened on wrestling this week. It's right after the TNA pay-per-view. It's right before the WWE pay-per-view. As we always do, we start off with Raw. Now, one of the funniest things happened on Raw this week, and I know a lot of people were pissed off about it. We were too, with what happened. At the very beginning of Raw, Triple H's music started, and we go, the game's back, Triple H. Nope, it was King Booker who walked out, and I thought that was pretty damn funny.
Of all fucking people.
Of all effing people. And then... and then we knew if King Booker came to Raw, there would be a fight between him and Jerry Lawler, who is also named King, and no offense to... Actually, a lot of offense to King Booker, and Jerry earned it. You didn't. You won a fake King of the Ring tournament, and it was bullshit.
In a character stunt that's been going on for way too damn long.
It feels like a decade of this character. It's only been half a year, and...
Only.
That's my Raw. Stop it.
Stopped it. Of the week.
It hurts so much to think about King Booker that I get choked up. Yeah, tears.
Want some juice?
No, I'm fine. Cool. We'll have crackers later. Okay, so Jerry and Booker scuffled. As far as we know, a match has not been announced for Great American Bash, so we'll find out when they'll fight over the name King. The first match of the night. One, not two. It's the first one. Was the number 1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship of the World, Umaga's IC title. It was Jeff Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin versus Rocky Balboa, and for some reason, William Regal. Jeff won. Yeah.
Jeff won.
And it was actually a very good match. Rocky was the first one eliminated, and that just made me happy.
Big smiles.
Big smiles all around. I called everybody, and most of them were like, what the hell are you talking about? And I was like, Rocky lost, and they probably won't call me ever again, but it's alright.
Yeah, he called me. I said, "Hey, you lost." I'm like,
I
"I
don't
know
need
I'm
friends.
watching.
Yeah.
I watch wrestling. What do you think? I'm one of those guys that don't watch wrestling? You don't think that? I watch wrestling.
I watch
I would be on
wrestling.
this show if I didn't watch wrestling.
That's right. I wouldn't even. What show?
Oh,
We don't even. We're not even filming this right now.
No.
We're just sitting in the basement. And then on Raw, we had a surprise match. Snitsky versus Val Venus. And, goddamn, I really don't give a fuck
Ooh.
about this match.
No, you can't say those words, people. You can't say that.
For Christ's sake, nobody watched this show anyway. To hell with it. Next.
Next matchup we got the spawn of greatness, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, the self-proclaimed legend killer.
He's killed legends and eaten their young,
Except Cody.
who he did not eat
Yet.
Who won that match, Nick?
Randy Orton, Joe.
But, as we said, Cody did not get eaten. Now, Dustin Rhodes, he showed up on TNA, but for a couple of days, we were worried that Randy Orton ate him.
When can I stop pointing,
You
Joe?
can do it now.
Okay.
That's alright. What's the next match?
Next match, in the old book of matches, y'all. So we got Melina versus my girl, our girl,
About 100,000 guys, girl.
the beautiful Mickie James. Whoo! I will tell you what, that thumb came out of nowhere. Did you see that? Holy hell.
I've never seen a levitating thumb in my life.
Never. But I have seen a beautiful, gorgeous wrestler by the name of Mickie James who
That's
graces
true.
our television screens nationwide every week, and my God.
And who I think about a lot.
Peter loves her. And the pan likes her a lot too.
Plus, actually, speaking
Of
of the P
penises.
word, there was an
Penis.
extremely funny segment between
Penis.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan
And penis.
and William Regal, whose nickname in college was
Penis.
And you don't find that crap in books, folks. You find it on the internet at 3 in the morning. So don't stop looking up stuff on the internet, because we're on the internet. And even though you're not watching, look up dumb facts about wrestling.
And Joe and Nick, and Nick's penis.
And which is not in the room right now.
Well, I haven't seen it. Have you, America?
We'll hold a contest
Seen
to
my
find
penis?
it. It'll be like Where's Waldo, except where's Nick's penis?
Could be in a garden somewhere. I don't
Could
know.
be.
I don't know.
Someone could have planted it and put water on it, just sprouted it into a big tree.
Maybe it's an extra in the Garden State.
It
We don't know.
It might even
We'll
sprout
find out.
little, and if someone goes up to it and starts rubbing the tree really hard, it rains.
Hey, let's get back to wrestling.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
We have to mention a very exciting and funny segment between Hacksaw Jim Duggan and William Regal about Hacksaw's wood. Now, you may think I'm referring to something, you dirty, dirty little porn watchers, but no, I am referring to his 2x4. And again, I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to an actual 2x4 as used at construction sites. But they did an extremely funny segment. Kudos, because they made a lot of
Wood?
jokes. And then Ron Simmons came in with his patented "damn,"
Damn.
and it just made me giggle, and I laughed about it for at least 25 seconds.
Give or take.
Give or take. It might have only been 5, but I was drunk again. Another wife left me. So, next match was Carlito versus Sandman. Again DQ. Oh my God, it was just a heart stopper. Chest pains during the entire match, and not because of the excitement. And then Kennedy versus Super Crazy, where Kennedy finally got his revenge. Kennedy, you beat a luchador. I'm proud of you.
Ooh.
But the greatest thing of the night, which is the reason you went through almost an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of crap, minus the number one contenders match, was the Cena and Lashley debate. Now, first off, I have to say, to all the people who still hate Cena, because this guy just proved how good of a talker he is by, 1, making fun of Coach, which never gets old, 2, making fun of Lashley, which I'm starting to do, because Cena pretty much overshadowed Lashley in the speaking department, And then Lashley, like a little baby, I'm surprised he wasn't wearing a diaper, goes, "Coach, I don't want to talk. I just want to wrestle." Give or take, that's Lashley's voice.
Give or take. Now, John Cena, a lot of you haters out there that have probably taken the same path as I have. You see him when he starts up, when he came to WWE. Sorry, he had that terrible character, white rapper image, which I personally hate white rappers with
Vanilla
a passion.
corn.
That did completely ruin my image of him. But for the love of God, look at the man wrestle. Look at his character. Look at the way he speak.
Look at the matches.
Look at the matches. The man knows his stuff.
He's carrying Raw and he's carrying the WWE.
He's carrying it damn well.
And to pretty much finish up the whole Cena Lashley thing, I lost a lot of respect for Lashley just because it's like he didn't want to talk. He was like a spoiled kid at Christmas who didn't get the right toy. And it's just, I don't know.
No Lincoln Logs for Lashley.
No Lincoln Logs.
Lack
He will
of
not be
Lincoln
building.
Logs for Lashley.
He will not be building a cabin for Abraham Lincoln this year. It's a shame.
Well, pre-shooting. Too soon? Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter. But
Nah, he's dead now. Whatever.
he's dead. So, and that was pretty much it for Raw. They had an awesome debate. Looking forward to their match at Great American Bash. So that's it. And I think we have a surprise guest.
Is it Jesus?
No, but you might be seeing God soon.
Dude, whoa! Hey, how'd you get out, man? That's not even cool.
I'm not going to help you. I'm just
It's a
gonna
long
take drink.
story.
I was still in Nick's basement, trying to think of an answer to a question regarding sand people. Then I realized I had to get out of there immediately, so I started looking around for ideas. Sure enough, as I walked around a little bit, I realized that if I turned the light filter on in the camera, I'd be able to see everything clearly. Sure enough, once I did that, I could see everything and an idea came to me immediately. I decided to use a small piece of the pie to carve out a hole in the side window, and then escape and get my revenge.
Man, I'm not even gonna live with this. Fucking. You know what? Whatever. You know. Oh. Ew. Oh.
Listen, man, there's only one way we're going to be able to settle this, and that means a match between you and me for the ECW segment. Here's the catch. It's going to be a hardcore match. I hope you're ready for that.
Things are really heating up. Wasn't that exciting, folks? Jake makes his triumphant return. My co-host is back. But for how long? I don't know. So, now that Nick is in the hospital and Jake is pretty much in training, I don't have anyone to co-host with me. Well, I'll pick you. Get on the couch. Attaboy. This is our newest intern for our show. We've gotten so successful and so rich that we were able to hire this guy. What's your name?
Mark Stinson.
Mark Stinson. Well, I'm going to start calling you Big Bear.
Okay.
Just for the halibut. That's funny, Mark. Oh, you laughed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Well, actually, I really don't want you here. Why don't you give me a drink? Martini.
Oh, okay.
I'm going through divorce. I need a drink. All right, attaboy. Camera all to myself. I know you folks at home love it because this is all hot stuff. I know I probably look better with a drink in my hand, but it's coming. As long as he gets his ass in gear.
I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you. Don't spill it. I need every drop to make me not feel feelings anymore. Oh, it tastes like water. All right. So, Raw segment done, thanks to Nick's help before getting blasted in the head by Jake. We actually this week were able to make a contact in WWE, and we were able to contact a former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, and I was able to get an interview with this beautiful male specimen. So why don't we just cut right to that? Do you have anything to add before we cut to this interview?
No, sir.
That's good because I don't want you to say anything. Let's go. Hello, Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up fans. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes. I said earlier that we were going to have an interview with a former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, and it was going to be the Animal Batista. But I guess Batista doesn't care about Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up, doesn't care about our fans. So he decided to just not show up. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. It's a microphone. I'm not mad about it at all. But because we're missing about a couple minutes in time, and we have a big empty hole in the show now, I decided to do a little improvisation about how the Batista interview actually would have went. So, if you will please welcome Batista. Go ahead, bring him in, intern. Bring him in. Sit his little monkey ass down. There he is. There he is. Wow. He may look big on TV, folks, but he's pretty small. Oh, wow. Look how small you are, Batista. You're a midget. And midgets are funny, because they're in a circus. So, I guess I should start asking the first couple questions. Here you go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm such a klutz sometimes. I am so sorry, Batista. Oh, don't you look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that. That's right, you look away. You look away. You up. Alright, I guess the first question. I've heard that you are a legitimate homosexual. Now, is that true or not, Batista?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. I don't really know.
He doesn't know if he's a homosexual or not. It's just the funniest thing in the world, folks. How can you know if you're not gay or if you are? Good question. I've heard people finding out about it in their 60s after they've been in a marriage for 50 years. Which means they'd have been married at 10. Back to Batista. Let's see. Now, Batista, you are a former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, which means you have no gold around your waist now. Do you think the company is starting to lose stock in you? As it's inevitable that they would. So what do you feel about that, Batista?
Well, I don't really know how I feel about that, Joey Holmes. I mean, you're just such an outstanding force in the universe, and you scare me. I really just want to go home and curl up in my blankets and go to bed. The former World Heavyweight Champion, Batista, is scared of me. I think you should be. You know why? Oh, the microphone dropped. Oh, look how much taller I am than Batista. Look how much taller I am than Batista. Come here. Oh, you're like a little baby. He could cradle him and cradle him. I'm going to put you down for a nap. It's okay. It's okay. And your elbow! Elbow drop! Oh my God. What about a DDT? Headlock. Wait, right in the camera. I'm spanking Batista. Oh, white shorts. Only pansies wear white shorts. Oh, DDT from Joey Holmes. Oh my God. I can't even see you. You're on the couch. So small. Oh my God. You know what? How about I just kick you out of there? How about that? Look. He's contorted. He's dead. Oh, wait. You gotta get the pin. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. For good measure. Now, folks, I don't want to give you the mindset that I'm upset by this. I'm not upset. Joey Holmes doesn't get upset. It's been a hard few months for Joey Holmes, so Batista not showing up for this interview has not fazed me at all. I mean, I'm fine with it. So Batista, if you ever feel like coming on the show and having that repeat itself, I'll be ready. Now, I guess this will go back to me.
Stop wasting your time on manually editing your videos. The secret AI tool will do the work for you. One of the best things about it is that it gives your video the potential to go viral. Visit this page, sign in, create a project by clicking on this button. Choose a video that you want to use. Click on the AI clip button. Wait for the magic. It is scanning through the video and looking for the parts that has the potential to go viral. Instead of editing the video by yourself, it does the work for you. It even generates headline and captions which fit your video. Another surprise is that they generate video description or social post for you to use. Once done, click Export to post.
Go.
This is Mark Stinson.
Big Bear.
Big Bear Mark Stinson, and I'm here with the ECW segment.
What are you looking at me for? Look, we don't have Jake. We don't have Nick. We need someone to do the ECW segment. You're the one I picked. You're the intern. You are the bitch. So just do the segment. You'll be fine. Just read whatever I wrote down.
I can't.
That's
read
terrible already. All right, come here. All right, this is ECW. All right. It was announced at the beginning of the night that Johnny Nitro was to make a huge announcement at the end of the night. Okay, what does this say?
Punk versus Burt.
That's right. CM Punk versus Elijah Brooks. You're doing great.
I'm trying.
I know you're trying and you're not doing that great, but it's all right. I can get another intern. It's okay. All right, who won the match?
CM Punk.
That's great. You could be a commentator for maybe ESPN. That's where all the losers go. Okay, Matt Striker came out. Who really cares? He doesn't care. All right, I'll have my martini. That's okay. All right, Big Daddy V beat the crap out of someone. Do you care? I don't either. You're doing great. All right, Miz was with the Extreme Expose. We're jealous. Are you jealous?
No.
You don't like women, that's why you're not jealous. All right, let's see. Tommy Dreamer versus Kevin Thorne. Kevin Thorne won.
He won it.
That's good.
Yeah.
You came in a little late there, that's all right. But I was talking over you, that's my fault. Wait, nothing's my fault. So how can it be my fault? It's okay. All right, Johnny Nitro came out. Don't give me a dirty look. It's okay. You don't hate me. You love me. I pay your paychecks. All right, well, if I was paying you, I'd give you a paycheck. Johnny Nitro came out, changed his name to John Morrison. So that's his new thing. It's actually pretty cool. It's cool. Can you say cool? Cool. You didn't say it right. It's all right. You'll learn. Okay. So it'll still be at the Great American Bash. John Morrison versus CM Punk for the ECW World Heavyweight title. That was all that happened on ECW. That's it. Do you have anything to add? Of course you don't, because I'm the brains of this. So now we're going to go to me on the TNA SmackDown wrap-up. Go. God, that's strong. This is Hot Stuff Joey Holmes for the TNA SmackDown Wrap-A-Roo. I'm already drunk. Oh, the biggest story of the week that we've been putting off till this segment. Edge is now a former World Heavyweight Champion. He had to give up his crown due to injury, which I know a lot of you will disagree, but that is my classic folly of the week, because Edge blew it. It's not his fault, but too bad, because the Teddy Long is so cool. Life goes on. Edge had his little touchy-feely video and segment. He cried a little bit, and then gave the title to Teddy Long. That night, it was announced that a 20-man battle royal would determine the new World Heavyweight Champion. But first, we have an awesome, awesome match between Tori Wilson and Victoria. I'm kidding. It was a train wreck. And then we had the 20-man battle royal, which I think out of the entire week was the best match for its importance. And guess who won? The great Khali. Kudos to him. He is the MVP of the week. No offense to Montavious Porter, whatever his name is. So Great Khali is the new World Heavyweight Champion. That's the biggest news of the week. So it would be announced that night that a #1 contenders match would be held between Batista and Kane to determine the match at Great American Bash. Oh, strong. Oh, and then Matt Hardy and Kenny Dykstra fought actually a pretty good match until MVP interfered to try and take out Matt, so there was pretty much ended in no contest. And then, for the main event, Batista and Kane had an okay match, but it ended when Great Khali foolishly came out and interfered. So, Teddy Long did what we all expect him to do, make a triple threat match at the Great American Bash between the new champion Great Khali, Batista, and Kane. What's that? I've been drinking all day, and I forgot TNA comes before SmackDown. So, let's just go over TNA real quick. Sorry. Usually it's Thursday before Friday. Friday's not before Thursday. This time, Friday did become before Thursday on this segment because of what was in this little glass. Alright, first match at TNA Impact. Triple X versus Raven's Nest. Who cares? Angle had a bunch of actually extremely funny interviews, but we had to see him in a thong. Didn't really want to do it. Team 3D freaked out and talked about the Steiners. Instead of them wanting to get their belts back, they're going to take out their anger and frustration on the Steiners, which, with what happened at Victory Road, I understand, but whatever. And then Lance Hoyt took on VKM, Voodoo Ken Mafia, which is a piece of crap. Christian Cage with Chase Storm fought Rhino and Chris Harris. Of course, the Christian Coalition won until Abyss came out to try and beat the crap out of Christian, which was just damn funny. And also, a fun point of that match, Dustin Rhodes is now on TNA, and he interfered to help Christian win the match. So, kudos to Goldust. And then Angle comes out to the ring, and besides the Battle Royal on SmackDown, the main event for Hard Justice, TNA's next pay-per-view, was made between Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. Every title in TNA is going to be on the line. Every belt between Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. And Samoa Joe finally got to exact some revenge on Kurt Angle. Finally somebody did. I'm rooting for Samoa Joe because I didn't want to see Kurt Angle in a thong, and it was forced upon me. And, oh, my glass is empty. So, that means that's the end of my segment. So now we will go to the end of the show. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see how it's empty? This glass should never be empty. Once it gets to about here, you should bring a glass of champagne from the kitchen and put some more liquid into this glass to make my feelings go away. So, please go get me something. Go.
Yes, sir.
It's good to have an intern. It's even better not having Jake and Nick around to, well, take him away from me. Where is it?
I'm coming, sir.
Thank you, intern. So do you watch this show every week?
Oh, yeah.
Every week?
Yes.
You're a loyal fan?
Yes.
You watch it all the time?
Every week.
It makes you sexually excited to watch us talk about wrestling? He's a good man. He still won't get paid, but he's a good man. Well, every week we do our classic match of the week. This week, it's the Elimination Chamber match from Survivor Series 02 for the World Heavyweight Championship. Champion Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, Rob Van Dam, Booker T, Chris Jericho, and Kane. It's an awesome match. Awesome match. Almost went a full hour in steel, surrounded by steel, and then surrounded by bamboo or something. I don't know. It's kind of an odd combination by Eric Bischoff, but kudos. But that was our classic match from the week. We expect you to pick it up on DVD. The whole DVD is actually worth buying, mainly for that match. So, I think without Jake and Nick here, the show didn't go too badly. I think I proved I could carry the show myself, and I'm not going to turn into one of those prima donna type people or anything where I send interns to go get me drinks all the time. I'm running low, go get me a drink. So, I guess that's it for Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes. My drink ready yet?
Yes, sir.
That's slick, intern. And go ahead and tell the people your name again.
Oh, Big Bear. More extensive.
He even remembered the nickname. I'm so proud of him. That common hitting school has really paid off.
I'm trying.
All right.